My dad is better than your dad, and here's why. When I was little, my dad gave me everything I could ever need, his time and his love. Every morning as he made me breakfast, he made me keep the TV paused until he was ready to watch the newest episode of The Next Step. But that was because I wanted to, of course. Right, Dad? When it was time for school, my dad would set up 4 bikes on the driveway. One for me, one for Maddie, one for Haley, and one for him. And every morning, my dad biked with 3 backpacks piled up on his back. My neighbors loved his pink sparkly backpacks. They suited him. My dad is a better dad than your dad. Ask my sisters. His friends always ask him, Chad, don't you ever wish you had at least one boy? In my 18 years on this earth, the only response I've ever heard him give was no. My dad has never made me or my sisters feel like he wished he had a son. I know he loves standing backstage in the wing for each and every one of my dance routines, even more than he would have loved watching his son play hockey. I don't think he's ever missed a single one. I can thank my mom for that. My dad is a better farmer than your dad. Ask Miss T, or Miss Rebecca as he always calls her. When I was 6 or 7 years old, Miss T choreographed a ballet number and each dancer was a different vegetable. My dad was the farmer. He wheeled 3 of us on stage in his big yellow wheelbarrow, whistling away, dumped us out on the stage, turned back into the wing to watch with a grin from ear to ear. My dad loves to watch me dance. When I was younger, I asked him what his favorite color was. He told me yellow. At the time, mine was obviously pink. But ever since then, my favorite color has been yellow. I've always wanted to be just like my dad. Now that I'm 18, people are constantly asking me, Kennedy, what do you want to be when you grow up? That question terrifies me. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up, but I do know who I want to be. I want to be just like my dad. No matter how hard I try, I can never be as good as him. Neither could you. My dad is a gift to us all. Somehow my dad knows everyone. I love that my dad knows everyone. His name is plastered on the side of every vehicle he or his company owns. My dad is proud of his name. I am so proud that it is also mine. I'm 18 years old and he still makes my lunch if I let him. My dad won't ever let me be hungry. If I am, he thinks he isn't doing his job. I won't ever let my kids be hungry. My dad taught me that. Growing up, every time my dad's phone rang, Build Me Up Buttercup by the Foundations would blare out of the phone speakers. It was his ringtone for years. My family and I heard that song a lot. If you know Chad, you know he doesn't answer the phone. So the song played, over and over. I haven't listened to the full song more than once or twice, but I know every word. To this day, I think that song is the happiest song on earth. My dad can make people he's around feel special 100% of the time, without any effort because he really thinks you're special. He has a funny way of showing it though. Here's a tip. If he calls you a meathead, you really are special. My dad won't give up on the Maple Leafs because they need his support. His dad taught him that. My dad told me, work hard, when he brought me to my first job, and I've been trying to impress him ever since. I hope I'm doing a good job. My dad has never made it difficult for me to make a good first impression. He does it for me without knowing. If you're Chad's daughter, your reputation is already a good one, but he won't forget to tell you, don't screw it up. I won't screw it up. My dad fills my gas tank when I have a busy day, even when his is busier. My friends like to call Chad their dad. He always says there's enough to go around. My dad is 6'4" and has never once made me feel small. You're a Yates, he always says. Nobody's better than you. My dad is the strongest human being I know. Not only physically, but mentally too. Nobody can hurt my dad. He won't let them. Nobody can hurt me. My dad taught me not to let them. My dad is so proud of me and my sisters. I hope he knows how proud we are of him. My dad built our home, not with a hammer and nails, but with his heart. He built a life for me and my sisters that I will forever be grateful for. Dad, you think that your dad is better than anyone else's dad. I hate to break it to you, but there's a dad who is better than yours, and it's mine.